Hey team, welcome to our online workouts. Hopefully we've only got a week or two of this. So for today, for Monday, we've got 5 rounds of 9 box or bench or chair dips, 15 alternating hang, dumbbell, clean and jerks, or you can do that with a kettlebell if you've got a kettlebell, and 21 single dumbbell thrusters. Alright, so what that looks like is using a chair, a box, a bench or whatever. We're going to do our box or bench dips. So on a chair, bringing our legs out in front of us and extending down, all the way down, trying to keep your back and your butt as close to the chair or bench as possible. If you bring your legs in, it makes it easier. The further out your legs go, the more difficult it becomes. If you want to notch this up a level, you can even pop your feet up on a box or something a little bit higher and actually do raised dips for that one. Then with our alternating hang, dumbbell, clean and jerks, I'm going to be using a kettlebell because it's lighter than the dumbbell I've got and I can't do this with the dumbbell. So we are going to make sure that we pick that up, as always, with a nice straight back, standing on up, and then we swing that between our legs, up into that clean, firing it up overhead into that jerk, coming on down, switching hands, back between the legs, into the clean, firing it up overhead into the jerk. Moving through 15 of those. When we've done 15 of those, we're then going to do 21 single dumbbell thrusters. So starting with that dumbbell or kettlebell in that front rack position, squatting down nice and low, using our legs to fire it on up overhead, coming back down, moving through. You can alternate this whenever you'd like, but what I'd suggest doing is really banging out a couple of big sets and maybe 10 on one arm, 11 on the other arm. Otherwise do 5, 5, 5 and 6, something along those lines. Try to even it out across the 5 rounds so that both arms are getting the same amount of work done. Alright, and then for our non-equipment option, we've got the same rep scheme, so 5 rounds of 9, 15 and 21 of push-ups, squat jumps and alternating knees to elbow in a plank. Alright, so with our push-ups, we know that our standard is all the way to the ground, chest touches the ground, hips and thighs off the ground. Scaling that, we can do that to a chair, box, whatever you've got. Same thing, nice strong plank position, chest touches, all the way back up, alright? I'd rather you guys chest touches and you go to something slightly higher than if this is too low and you're kind of having to stop here and go back up. We want the chest all the way down, all the way back up in a nice plank. Squat jumps, squatting nice and low, jumping on it overhead. Depending on where you're at, if you're looking for more of a muscle workout, the higher you go, the more of a power movement it's going to be. Obviously, the lower your jumps, the more of a cardio workout it's going to be. Alright, and then for those alternating knees to elbow in a plank position, what that looks like is nice strong plank position, alternating knee to elbow, working through 21 of those. Again, try and start each round on an alternating leg so that your both legs get fairly similar number of reps going through. Alright, and then our strength stretching skills piece. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10 single dumbbell or back bent over rows, 30 light dumbbell or backpack front raises, and 30 dumbbell or object flies. Alright, so what that looks like is bent over rows using, if you have a piece of equipment, awesome. If not, just grab a backpack or something weighted. Kneeling on a bench, a chair, anything like that. Try and get your back nice and straight, arms straight down in front of us, grabbing down. We're going to do rows all the way up to our chest, working through, so 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. Then we're going to do the light dumbbell backpack, light dumbbell or backpack front raises. Okay, and what that looks like is holding that in front of us and raising them up in front for 30. Try to go for something light-ish. That 12 is probably way too heavy for me. I wouldn't be able to maintain 30 of them. Then we're going to move into our 30 dumbbell or object flies. Alright? Alright, and laying down on our side, arms out, and we're going to do flies, coming up to the middle, working through those. Alright? 30 on each arm. If you've got a bench and you've got 2 of the same weight, you can do those flies together at the same time. Last piece is our stretch. Alright, so we're going to do the couch stretch. So generally what that involves is getting one leg up on a couch. You can do it against a wall as well if you want. I'm just going to do it against this chair here for reference. So popping my foot up on the chair, I'm just using the size for stabilization, so you don't need to if you don't want to. Holding in that stretch position for 1 minute. Obviously, the more upright you go, the more the stretch you'll feel in there. So just kind of hang out in that position, really ease into it, don't force it. Where you feel stretch, awesome. If it starts to hurt, just leave it a little bit, lay off that stretch a little bit. And then for our alternating triangle pose, so with that one standing on up, we're going to have our back foot 45 degrees, front foot facing the direction we're facing in. We're going to reach down with this hand, reaching up with this hand. So we're probably widen the legs a little bit. Reaching up, you're going to look straight up to where your hand is, holding that pose. Bottom there, just find a point where it's comfortable. You should sort of get to about 90 degrees here along your body line. We're just going to stand there. Bend your leg, front leg if you need to, otherwise straighten it up and get more of a stretch through here. But we're going to hold that one for 1 minute on one side, and then moving through and 1 minute on the other side. 2 sets of that, and you're done. Don't forget about your run.